Hi, I'm Dr. Julie Steinauer, and I want to give you a quick tip about eyesight. Let's talk a little bit about what could cause blurry eyesight. Now, I'm not going into detail about all the different things and conditions and even worrisome things that could potentially cause blurriness. I'm actually going to talk about two things that I don't think you would really think about too often. And I want to share these because I think they're really important to think about. So number one is there's different points in our life that our tear film levels can kind of change. So there's like a watery level to our tear film, and then there's a mucousy component. So let's just say that you happen to have a sinus infection or your allergies are kicked up really bad and you feel like you've got a lot of extra kind of mucousy stuff happening. Well, that actually can change the component in your tear film too. So you might have a little bit of a thicker, more mucus type tear film that's going on. So you might feel like whenever you blink, it's kind of like glazes over the eyes and it takes a little bit, and you might blink and you might not notice, a little extra stuff that seeps out of the corner of your eyes. Now be careful, we're not talking about like an eye infection where you might have a lot of copious discharge and stuff coming out of the eyes. But if it's just a little bit more than usual, it might just be that you're going through a cycle of a little bit more mucus that's in your tear film. The second thing to think about, if your eyesight's kind of blurry, and these are just things, think about them, adjust for it just to make sure, then we can start thinking about other things that could be a little bit more troublesome, worrisome, or things to dig into. But these are two things, again, that you may not even think about. The other one is, are you dehydrated? It's kind of coming on hot season right now. We're still in spring and summer's almost here within just a couple of weeks, but certainly this week we're going to be seeing some 80s and 90s. That's pretty high up in there. So if you're outside working and you've really, diminished and taken out a lot of your fluids and electrolytes, it's possible that you're really dehydrated, and that can cause problems with blurriness with your eyesight. So again, quick tip, these were just two things to think about. Make sure that you're hydrated and think about like what's going on in your life. If you kind of notice like a little extra discharge coming out, not copious, not like pouring out, like oozing out globs of it, not anything that has any discoloration, like if it's yellow or green coming out, that would signal or indicate maybe an eye infection. But we're just talking about a little bit different. You feel like you blink and it was like a film went over your eyes and then it was gone. Those are two kind of reasons. You might just have a little extra mucus going on in your body. Pay attention, like, oh yeah, I have been a little extra congested, or yeah, my sinus is kind of a little act up right now. And those things might be related to the blurry eyesight. So those are just two quick tips, things to think about that you might not normally think about that could potentially cause you to have a little blurry eyesight. Again, we're not talking about anything worrisome really, just two simple things that you can check on and think about, and maybe drink a little extra water and get hydrated again, just to see if we can resolve the blurriness and the eyesight. All right, keep following. We'll have lots more tips. Thank you.